allows the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And Ewing now top of the key. Tatum no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. You see the quickness and agility there on the drive.
Tatum no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hits the three-point bomb. Worthy's got 13.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's the Bronx with the ball. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Ewing outside. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Bronx grabs the miss. Halliburton for three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Robertson. The Bronx, they've yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And he nails the third. .130 left in the first half. Albuquerque trails by 3. For 3, Ewing. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Inside. And it's Kemp with the jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And now the first timeout called here for Albuquerque. Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. And Albuquerque with the possession. It's a 5-point game. Launches it. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Kemp with it. Picked up by Robertson. Granger for the 3. And the Bronx, another 3.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it's in there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Granger, and the slam dunk by Granger.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hits it from three-point range. LeBron's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Albuquerque. And the slam dunk by Granger.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And so it's the Bronx in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Albuquerque trails by 8. And here's James outside. The contested three. Good from LeBron.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Takes a three. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
You got to be right up on J.R. Smith at all times. If you back up, you're just asking for trouble.
Here's Granger. Oh, and the jam by Granger.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Granger.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. Nobody near Barnes. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LeBron's leading by 7. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To the inside, Granger. Barnes gets a hand on it. Out of bounds, it'll be Albuquerque's ball. Now here's LeBron. 24 points for him. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Doubled by Smith. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup falls. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 points.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Basket good.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Here's Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
An emphatic LU jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Incredible feel for the game. LeBron knows when it's his job to set the tone offensively.
And here's Rose. 18 points for him.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Smith surveying the D. Here's the three. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Outside, James. Jacks up a three. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. The Bronx leading by 7. And he makes that one. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And here's James outside. Rebound, Payton. And so Payton will bring it up for the Bronx. Curvin up top. Hasn't made one yet. Rose attacking. The shot. No good. Duncan with some nice deep. No one near James as he lets it go. Misses the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. So both teams making some changes here. Albuquerque trails by 11. With 3, Booker. Bronx grabs the miss. Halliburton on the wing. 8 points for him. And yes, it's good. Halliburton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bronx.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Booker outside. Albuquerque again can't hit it. The Bronx leading by 13. Here's Halliburton. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And 12 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Halliburton. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. Halliburton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
Pass to Ewing. And the rejection by Towns. Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Booker. And he gets the bucket. Halliburton's got 16. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bronx.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Tatum. There's the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's the Bronx. They're on a 14-5 run. And DeRozan sends it back. And they get it back. Now Booker. He's got 32. Here's Ewing. Out to DeRozan. Booker with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Bronx leading by 16. Outside Worthy. Sinks the triple.
James Worthy.
He's got 16.
And, you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find a willing facilitator.
Good on the three-point shot.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
And here's Tatum for three. And again Albuquerque with the triple. He got it up. The shot, no good. And so it's the Bronx. In command. With a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Bronx leading by 16. Top of the key. Payton gets the bucket.
Gary Payton.
And so Booker will bring it up for Albuquerque. Payton can't get it to go. Booker outside. Off target with his three.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
The three from Tatum. Bronx grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Assist from.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Here's Garnett. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Pass to DeRozan. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Granger drives in. Good D by Ewing. On its way from DeRozan for two. Garnett grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And the shot goes down. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. Outside, James. For the three. Carries it from three-point range. James has got 30.
This has been proven. It's a scientific fact, and it's hard to stop LeBron James from scoring.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Robertson outside. Back to Duncan. Got it. Good job in the low post. The Bronx leading by 22. Halliburton for three. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 25.
Steady from behind the three-point line. Halliburton is someone you rely on to knock down a few threes.
The three from LeBron. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Halliburton is double. Pass to Gervin. Halliburton outside. Down low. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Wallace. From outside off the mark.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Halliburton for three. Three-pointer. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Bronx.
No hesitation from Tyrese Halliburton. He's a confident guy.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for Bronx.
LeBron with it.
James Worthy.
From the arc. It's good from long range. James has got 39.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton piling up points. He can thank his impressive work ethic for that.
He was all alone on that one. Wallace has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Halliburton. And Garnett has it in the corner. Kevin Garnett with the steal. There's the drive. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about that powerhouse move by KG, charging inside and finishing with authority.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Halliburton for three. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 35.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range, just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And so here's Albuquerque from deep. LeBron. Rebounded by E. From downtown. And Tyrese Halliburton heads from deep. Halliburton's got 38 points.
I love seeing Halliburton shoot while he's in that kind of rhythm. This is when he's at his absolute best.
The tray. Rebound by Albuquerque. Will it go? And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter. Halliburton for three. Trains the three-pointer.
That's pretty much not how they wanted to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here's James outside. And the three ball is good. LeBron's got 42 in the game.
And there's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back, always quick with an answer.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Halliburton's got 43 points.
Halliburton comfortable from there. Defense has to watch where he gets to on the court, because right there he's dangerous. So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The first free throw is good.
Tyrese Halliburton taking 2 shots.
Halliburton hits them both. And so here's Albuquerque. Here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Good on both. Now here's Halliburton. In the corner, Granger with it. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
3.
Granger's got 38 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Granger. Fires for 3. And the Bronx, another 3.
Great decision from Tyrese Halliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Here's the Bronx. Halliburton inside the three-point line.
Tyrese.
And the Bronx tacks on 2 more. And so here's Albuquerque. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Albuquerque
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on James.
Third team foul.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Tyrese.
That's good from Halliburton.
At the line for 2.
Halliburton hits them both. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Halliburton for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Granger. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. They trail by 28. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it. Horrible collapse there, guys. There is simply no excuse to give up a wide-open three-pointer off of the dead ball inbound play.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying... Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So the Bronx will get the first possession. The screen from Kemp. To the inside. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosive.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Now, Halliburton. Following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And James throws it down.
Just can't give LeBron any opening. If you do, you're torched.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Smith outside. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
And James, another dime that gets dropped. Someone that just loves involving his teammates.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Rose up on top. It's deflected. And stolen by Booker. On its way from DeRozan for two.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Granger with the ball. And that time, also a missed shot.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Granger. To the wing on the left. On its way from Rose for two. And another miss by the Bronx. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. James has got 9.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And stolen by Granger. Stolen by Rose. And here's James outside. Up again. It's good on the putback. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Albuquerque.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The emphatic rejection. Oh, the lob to Abdul-Jabbar. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
DeRozan for 3. buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Halliburton for three. And the Bronx, another three.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive player.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
They get a hand on it. Duncan with it. Halliburton picks him up. And the dunk by Duncan.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
There's the three. They get it back. And Kareem throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And Granger with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
Kevin Garnett, Michael Jordan, Gary Payton.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Fast break, the Bronx. And oh, here we go, DeRozan, nobody back. And there's the lay-in. DeRozan's got 5.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Here's LeBron. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 11 points in the game.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Albuquerque. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now, the first timeout called here for Albuquerque. Booker. Kemp with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. And so Booker will bring it up for Albuquerque. They've led by as many as 11 points. Kemp with it. And it's Wallace picking him. Here's the floater. Kemp can't hit. Albuquerque leading by 5. The 3 from Tatum. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Here's Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. The Bronx, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. And the dunk by Booker.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For three, Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. For the three. Bronx grabs the miss. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
The Bronx trails by 9. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Ewing. Out to Wade. Tatum on the wing. A second chance effort. And the jumper is on the mark. Tatum's got the lead up to 11 now for Albuquerque.
And Tatum, he can create space. He can shoot over people. Does it in both the half court as well as transition.
They get it again. Here's E. And he uses the glass on the layup. E's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Booker with no one around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And here's Booker, following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose.
He enjoys hitting shots in the face of the D, especially when he's near the hoop. Devin Booker with a nice 2 there.
And that's out of bounds. The Bronx will retain possession. Rose scanning the floor. He takes it in. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and Rose is used to getting knocked around, especially with the force he drives the basketball. But how about the exceptional body control there?
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Down low. Towns. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Now here's Rose.